like on the ground.
Yep.
And then the rest of you come in at that point.
Okay. Now I'm not really sure who to fight because. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not approving of Connor's actions. So.
Okay. Well, did you come join us? Because you were with the guard.
Yeah. Well, because there's was that guy a guard? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Because
Well, you don't know that I hurt the guard. Come on now.
No, but he
Yeah.
was checking him. Did you then come over to us?
Yeah.
I missed it,
Okay.
You guys took a little while, yeah.
And I
Okay,
still
yeah.
have the
There's stuff
grapple
going
hook on
on.
me, right?
So-
I have a perfect cover story. Nobody
You're
can ever
blind.
prove.
You
Yeah,
have
that's
what on?
I know. I have a perfect cover story. Nobody will ever be able to prove
For
that I
randomly
cut off that
coming to
man's finger.
his complex in the middle of the night? Oh, you mean for attacking him?
Oh yeah, not the guard. Yeah.
Oh.
I
It
mean,
doesn't-
either way, he attacked me, so it's fine. But
Yeah, but why are you in this
Yeah, but
complex?
not the
So Dellon,
I wasn't thinking about that cover story. I want to kill the mayor. I'm not hiding that.
Dellon draws his sword and jumps off his horse, and he's like, "What's going on here?" And he approaches the guy.
I mean, the guards are all like looking at each other like, I don't know, what are we talking about? And then you look over, and then Liren, the master of the house, steps out, and he has this like, he's discarded the shiv, so you don't see it.
Wait, are they not in sight?
No, they're off to the side.
Yeah.
Oh, well then I don't even know what happened.
No. Yeah, I mean, you don't see it.
Okay, well then never mind. I just ride in and get off my horse. I'm
Okay.
like, what's up?
Yeah,
How's the
so
bot?
I think
we
Liren.
can't see them fighting.
No, I mean it was a really really short combat.
They don't hear him scream when there's a shiv going
Oh,
through his
you hear him
chest?
scream. Yeah, you hear him scream at the very least.
Then we see-
Okay, so we know
What
something-
I'm saying is like you don't see Cantarius on the ground, and you don't see the shiv in the guy's hand. So
Okay, so he rides in normally then, hears the scream, jumps off his horse and runs over there with his sword out.
Okay, yeah, and Liren steps out with his candle and just says, "Is there something I can help you with, Holy Knight?"
He's like, I heard a scream. And can I see him? I mean, if I run up to where they're at, like, I don't know how big this courtyard is, but I can't imagine it's...
You could, if let me just wait 1 second.
Telepathy. Screw that noise. Get out of my head.
Wait a second. What's your
6.
okay? Yeah. Yeah. So you basically you feel this image trying to encroach on your head.
Okay.
And it's almost like he's trying to give you an image of the ground before you without Cantarius laying in it, but then you see Cantarius laying there bleeding.
Okay. I turn on him and point my sword at him, and I call the others over there. Get over here. And then I'm like, what happened? And I'm kind of saying that to both him and Cantarius. I assume Cantarius is still conscious, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think a midi wound he doesn't have any stats that would
Right.
really.
Now, how much detail of what you just said could I tell about him trying to get that image in my head?
Everything that I just said.
Oh, okay. So I can tell he was trying to cover it up and everything.
Yep.
Oh, okay. In that case, I mean, I assume that's illegal, right? Like, you can't put thoughts in someone's head. with
I
magic,
mean,
like-
you also can't just stab someone.
Can
I mean, obviously that was illegal too, but I don't know if Connor deserves that or not.
Right.
I
But-
did.
I mean, I know, but like,
With my second sight there, can I see him using the magic or like the?
is
You
there a
could
visual-
what is it called?
use your-
I mean, not that it would matter. I mean, we know that he's using it, but
You could make a perception check with your second sight to try to figure out like what magic he's using and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I mean, this is the thing. You, Sergio, doesn't know what Dellon knows in this moment. So if you think,
Yeah, so I think
wait, I'm not there. I thought we all went into.
no. I'm saying that Dellon was the one that. Oh wait, you're all
Oh,
walking up
yeah.
at the same time.
As far as
I called for them. Yeah, I was like, get over here.
yeah,
Okay.
Talking to them,
Well,
yeah.
well. Again, I think Dellon goes up first, and when the image fails, then he just stops.
Right. So then,
So-
actually,
yeah,
instead of,
I mean-
instead of asking him what's going on, I tell him, I'm like, get out of my mind. It's like, I told you before that this would end badly for you, and now it's going to end. And so he points his sword up. And he says, Alfons, Sergio, get over here.
I'm not much of a fighter. I'll just stand behind you.
And I mentioned I don't care. Get over here.
I'm gonna make an aura read on the dude.
This guy has a lot of dice. I can't mess around with this.
To figure out what?
Wait. So like motive and stuff. What have I been doing before?
You've been doing just the mood. To see a person's intent, that's an ob 4, but that would double to 8 for you, so that's kind of difficult.
Oh.
So yeah, if you just want to figure out his mood, that's ob 2.
I mean, his mood is pretty obvious. He's trying to kill us.
Yes. Sure.
Or Cantarius.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh,
this one you
failed.
failed. Yeah, so you can't get a
Oh,
read
well.
on him. But I think he looks at you and he knows exactly what you just tried to do. Like I think you hear a voice in your mind that says, "And you stay out of my mind."
Well, it's not in their mind, is it? It's reading the aura, right? So.
Yeah, and it is
Roll.
definitely. But he feels something, and so yeah, he sends that to you.
So I look at Cantarius. I'm like, get off your butt and help us. And then
Just because
can we
he's
all-
sensitive to that kind of stuff.
Can we all fight him together? Because he has a lot of dice.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna fight Liren and try to kill him.
What?
Uh,
No.
Okay, let me do a
Yeah.
persuasion before we just completely
He
destroy
shivved
everything.
him and then tried to put thoughts in my mind.
We don't
I
know
also
that.
just,
We don't know.
I also just threatened him and stuck my sword in his face and told you guys to help me fight him.
I'm just like, okay, Dellon, I got
Calm
this.
down,
Don't worry.
guys.
I also said get out of my mind, so you know he was doing something.
So I walk in. I'm
well-
just like, I look to you, Dellon.
But
I'm just
magic
like,
isn't
I got
illegal.
this.
Like
I got this.
magic
Wait,
is
what'd
a
you say, Trevor?
thing. Magic isn't like illegal. Magic is a thing
Yeah,
in
but
this world.
he tried to plant an image in my mind of my comrade not being on the ground bleeding to death. Apparently, I could tell that
your,
detail.
your comrade.
I don't
Hey,
know.
now.
the
Been hunting him
Okay,
to
two
stop
things.
him from doing stupid things.
Two things. First
Yeah.
off, this guy was a problem last time I was here. Like, you started out helping me, and then you just, like, stonewalled me when I actually got close to stuff. And so I already don't trust him, and I actually told him this was going to go badly for him last time I was here. I was like, at the end of this, it's going to go badly for you. And that, because you did this. And then, second thing is, I don't know Cantarius asked for this. I just know he's dying. So, and I know that he was trying to cover it up. If he was innocent, he would have been like, dude, he tried to kill me, bro. And I would have probably believed him. But he didn't. He tried to cover it up. So now I know he's doing that. Also, he tried to get in my mind, which isn't okay either. I mean, magic isn't illegal, but trying to implant thoughts in someone else's head that aren't there is probably some kind of evasion of privacy, which I don't know how comprehensive their laws are.
Yeah, I just thought about this. Cantarius, I'm actually going to give you a serious wound, not a mini wound, because that does incapacitate you, and I think that makes more sense. Like, he wasn't trying to kill you, but he definitely was trying to take you out.
So I'm not incapacitated?
Now you're incapacitated. Because
Yeah.
you took 3 wound dice, and you only have 3 will, so that automatically just takes you out. Because you don't have enough.
Yeah.
It reduces your stats, so you don't have
So-
enough dice.
You made.
You're incapacitated. You're unconscious.
Okay. So it'll take me longer to recover from this wound now?
Yes.
Sweet.
I mean, you got
Thank
stabbed
you.
in the chest, like.
That's the thing.
Uh,
Like after this mission is like finished, you'll have plenty of time to rest and recover and stuff. So
Yeah, but I won't have as much time to. Oh wait, no, I can spend the entire time just doing hearing tests.
totally.
'Cause I'd be locked in a room
Do your
healing
heart.
somewhere. I'd be listening to everybody. That's great.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
So it's,
But then,
very
but
clear
then
that
if you
Dellon's gonna-
fail, you'll fall off a cliff. So you'll clip through the ground.
So yeah, to Sergio and Alfons, it's pretty clear that Dellon is gonna attack this guy. So like, I mean, if you want to help him, you can. If not, he might lose because
Who,
that
me?
guy has.
But
cracked
okay,
skull.
Alphonse did say that
I'm
he
gonna
was
say,
gonna like
dude,
try
yeah.
to do something before that.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
try to persuade you all
Plead
to
with
calm
you guys.
down.
Yeah, same here. That's
You should
my,
add to.
like,
you
Okay,
should,
yeah,
add to
definitely.
persuasion.
Seriously.
That's an option.
Oh my gosh.
what's your persuasion, Jared?
7.
7.
It's 7.
And it's also
gratiated.
gray shaded. So yeah, you definitely want to help him and not the other way around.
Wow.
So what's so your intent here, Jared, is to have everyone chill, just have everybody stop, no violence, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, Dellon, is that a thing that is possible?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, this is like the third time they foiled him being able to fight somebody he thinks he should be able to fight. Like, he's not bloodthirsty, but this is what he does, man.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and make that roll, Alfons, with any modifiers you want. You think you have what forks are you doing?
Do I roll to help him then?
No, you just give him a dice for your persuasion.
Okay, so what I say is, we.
So I don't get any credit for it.
No.
On a mission for the church of the utmost importance. Stand down.
That doesn't matter to him.
It will when I roll a 12.
Like, he already knows that.
No,
Okay,
like Alfons, you have to make a good argument. Like, you can't
If that's
just.
your argument, this is going to be a way harder roll.
You can't just say you can't, Jared. It's totally legit just to say I make a convincing argument and just do the roll,
That's
and then figure it out after the fact.
Because you also have to convince me, and me being on here for a mission to the church is not going to stop me from murdering this guy.
Exactly.
Just be like, look, we're just here for Cantarius, and then we'll get out of your way. That's
Sure.
Yeah, that's a pretty good argument.
And I'm gonna fork in bullcrap, falsehood, and
It's not true anymore. I'm not going to leave without this guy.
Can I fork philosophy and
No, because you're not forking. You're just helping with one dice. So.
Yeah, but like I helped with how did I help?
Oh, you can make a linked test.
Yeah, like the 3. Oh, okay.
I don't think you have a lot of time to do meditation or anything like that, though. Like, I think it just makes sense if you just do the helping dice, and because this needs to happen fast. So.
All right, I don't get any rolls for it though.
No, unfortunately.
No, yeah.
So can he add more than one thing, or can he only add one thing?
He can only add one, unless he had a 7 or higher skill. Then he could add 2.
Okay.
Unless he was you, then he could add 2.
The
6 for me. I don't know what his will is.
Yeah, I think we'll just say a base 6 for the whole thing.
Oh, easy peasy. That's routine.
Do I get reputation bonuses though for
Those work for circles.
Yeah.
I don't think they
being
do
a
anything
priest?
else.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what?
they don't like counts for circles.
I'm gonna spend a fate point because why not?
Okay.
Rolling in them.
So slash 2d6. Nice.
11.
Okay,
Nice.
so you got an 11. Yeah, so basically, I think Liren just like walks away. He's like, "Take your friend and leave."
Walks away? No.
Yeah.
No way.
Hmm.
I'm not leaving without him.
wait affiliation or I thought affiliation was circles and reputation is
They both are.
Both of them are
Dice for other
circles.
things.
No, both of them are
They
circles.
both. Yeah, they both work with.
because philosopher
You could-
priest, partner, infamous partner.
Trevor, you could
Why
get
would
it. You
partner
could
and infamous
you could
partner
get-
be different then?
you could get advantage dice for some of those things. And the reason it would be infamous and non-infamous is if you're trying to do a specific circles roll to find a specific person, it would either help or hinder you, depending on who you're trying to find.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is the affiliations seem more like circles to me. Church of Ceran, nobility, yeah, okay, those are groups of people. But philosopher, priest, partner, infamous partner,
Yeah.
that's like,
It's still the same thing. It's,
who I
it's
am.
your reputation.
That's not
It's your reputation. It's what people
Organization.
know about you.
Yeah, but that's not like a group of people. That's a part.
It's
tied
just
to
the way it works. I think it makes perfect sense.
circles.
You can get advantage dice for any of those things, but only one dice. You can't just add the dice from your reputations to
Like,
that.
I guess you could like fork them, but yeah, the
Oh.
idea is that who you are makes it, decides whether or not they're willing to deal with you. Because circles isn't just finding a person you're looking for; it's finding a person you're looking for who's willing to help you. So if you fail or circles roll, you might find them, but they hate you. But if you're a priest and they like priests, then that's gonna make it easier for you to find somebody who's favorable towards you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. I mean, why separate reputation and affiliation then?
Because they do
Alright.
different
because
things.
one's about you and one's about the people you work with.
Yeah, they also do different things mechanically. There's other things that each of those things do, but again, it's that didn't
Oh,
work,
man.
Jared.
I didn't- no.
No.
So much effort into that.
I mean,
sure
at
you
this
did.
point, like, I mean, I'm not just gonna let him walk away. Like, I'm not gonna kill him now, but he's still in
Okay.
you do.
Trevor, I think this is a chance for you to do a persuasion roll against Dellon, specifically to like, what would be an argument, Dellon, that would like convince you at this point to walk away?
Have any idea? I mean, like at this point, he's a criminal. Like he's
again like
and
to leave and then come back with the law on your side, not to like have a brawl in the middle of the night. I think that's
well. I mean, like he doesn't. He's already been convinced by Alfons not to beat him up. He's only gonna fight him now if he resists. But
okay, so
he's not gonna leave without.
So
it.
Alfons and Sergio, are you fine?
Argument.
Well, okay, are you fine with like just trying to arrest the guy? Because that's what Dellon's plan is, to just arrest him, and if he resists, then to beat him up.
Plus, I mean, that's kind of. I mean, before Dellon was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight you," because Dellon had just wasted one of his guys.
Exactly.
Now that he knows he's not a threat, he's like, "Okay, well now you're just gonna come into jail."
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is probably on this. Well, no, they wouldn't have the jail on this.
Wait, why would you just randomly incarcerate this guy?
I mean, he just
He just stabbed one of our retinue, and he's trying to cover it up. And he's trying to. He also impeded our investigation earlier, which I told him he would end badly for him.
Also, because Cantarius broke in, like. But
I don't know that.
I mean, we kind of do, because
we have our
tracking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I basically told this guy that at the end of this I was going to come arrest him anyways for obstructing my investigation.
Interrupting the investigation.
Yeah, like a holy inquisition, basically. Yeah. Because I was trying to find stuff out, and he was just like stonewalling me, and I'm like, okay, you know what, you're done. But and now he's attacked one of our retinue, and then also tried to cover it up instead of being upfront about it. I mean, if nothing else, that's illegal in and of itself. I mean, if he'd been innocent, he would have just been like, "Oh, this guy got through and tried to kill me, so I beat him up." But he didn't do that. He tried to cover it up by trying to put their thoughts in my mind, which is probably also illegal. So you know.
Okay. I would urge you not to, though, on the basis of practicality, and
what's impractical about it?
This is because he's a sorcerer wizard.
I mean, he messes with people's heads. He can't like blow their brains out. I assume we're familiar with the magic he's using, and I assume we know it's not like.
Also,
you
it's
can make a
unnecessary,
test,
and in the long run will impede our work here. It's not.
I mean, I don't know how having
by letting him distract you, as far as like he's not our goal. It's the heresy.
Well, no, but I've incarcerated like 30 people who weren't our goal. Like, who cares? I mean, just because he wrote the law and he's not the main guy we're after doesn't mean we're just gonna be like, oh yeah, it's cool, you get a pass just because we're not coming after you. Like, he's one guy. It's far more practical than arresting the 30 people we just arrested.
But your authority is not to arrest everyone who commits a crime. That's your mission is to find
the authority is to. I mean, isn't that partially what I do? I mean, it's more of a religious nature, but I mean, I've arrested enough people that I think I better have the right to arrest people. Otherwise, I don't know what I've been doing this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, as a holy knight, you have the legal right to arrest anyone on any grounds.
Yeah, see? Like that.
But have you followed through with like court proceedings and stuff? You can't just arrest someone and then be done with it.
Anyone I've arrested.
Yeah, anyone's
especially if you've arrested like 30 people.
Well, we just arrested 30 people like 2 minutes ago.
Well, yeah, because those were the heretics that we were.
Well, right, but that's my point. Everyone I've arrested has been within like the last day. Like, unless this is, 100,000 times faster than American civilization, there's not going to be a court date for a while. And I mean, they're not going to drag me around. They can't just call me like they can in America. So they're not going to be like, you have to come to all of these court dates for everyone you've ever arrested. You just write a report, I assume.
And this is also I just maintain that we're on his property. This is unrelated to our mission. And
okay, great. Next time I come try to kill somebody, I'll drag them onto my property first and then shank them.
The mayor is a heretic, so isn't that part of our mission?
I mean, the mayor's under suspicion. So,
okay, so are you guys having this argument in front of the guy? Because
I don't know. It depends on specifically what you say.
I mean are you doing, Sergio? Are you saying those arguments in character?
Well, in brief character form,
Yeah,
like
sure.
yeah, it's a.
I just blatantly say,
isn't
well, he
productive.
is a
We should just
heretic.
go. Well, if we
I
need
mean, if
to
arresting
make
people
an,
was about being productive, we would never do any of it. I mean, what? I don't.
While they're arguing, I blatantly say, well, the mayor is a heretic.
Thank you for that, Alfons. Also, Cantarius is bleeding out. I just wanted to.
Yeah.
No, that's his own fault.
I'm like, you attend to our. Do you have any medical skills?
No one has any
No,
medical
I
skills
don't.
in this team. Not at all.
I'm telling you, once I die, I'm gonna make an evil doctor.
Yeah, how come I didn't even have the option to pick any medical skills?
Again, that's
You'd
a.
think
Could
that
have
would
a
be.
general skill point.
You'd think as a strider, you'd pick that up a little bit, being on.
Again,
alone
like
in the
that's
woods.
in general skill points. Those can be used to gain skill in anything.
Any skill.
Yeah.
True, but with all the skills you get to choose from, it's unlikely you would see something like that. But yeah, just
Right, I mean,
when
there's a lot of skills,
browsing
yeah.
for skills, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, well, he's just like, attend to our comrade, and I'll see to the steward or whatever he's called. And then I just go to find him, basically.
I mean, he resists. He's like, nope, you're not.
Like I told you,
Oh,
this would end
another
badly for you. What?
He's resisting the church.
I mean that
It's
like literally he's gonna like shank you too.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I'll kill him if he does that. But
Okay, yeah.
I'm just
So
like,
it's just a brawl. Yeah, he's doing his brawling versus whatever you're
oh
doing.
man, you guys should have just let me kill him in the first place.
I needed that roll though.
So, are either of you gonna help me fight him? Jeez, it's a lot of success.
With what skill?
No, Sergio won't. I still maintain that this is unproductive and we should just leave.
Wait, so he's trying to kill me, and you're just gonna be like, oh, that's cool.
8 successes.
Well, no, you sent me over to tend to Connor, right?
I mean, like, 2
That's
steps
what you
away.
did.
Like, I walked over to him, you walked 2 steps away, and then I'm like this, he resists, and then he tries to fight me. I mean, we're all, like, right next to each other. You have a bow.
Well, yeah, but I told you not to fight him.
I wasn't trying to fight him, he tried to fight me. I was trying to arrest him, which was legal, and he tried to resist, which is illegal.
Not to arrest him, which is basically the same thing. That's starting a conflict.
What?
See,
Trying
this
to
is
arrest
the-
him and trying to kill him are the same
No.
thing?
Okay, so this is the thing. What's
no,
happening
here-
right now is the
Starting a
character of
conflict.
Dellon is having a conflict with the character of Sergio because Sergio is a partner. He's peaceful. He doesn't want to attack people. Where Dellon is a knight, and that's all he knows is violence.
But I mean, there's a difference between not wanting to kill people and just totally ignoring the law entirely, just because it's not what we're here for. I mean, what? Whatever. It doesn't
It's just,
matter.
I think he has grounds for. I mean, obviously not covering up Connor's body lying there. That was
or
a
trying
little
to kill me.
underhanded. But well, after you attempted to arrest him, like,
Yeah,
you
that's
were
what I'm
lawfully.
really able to do.
Okay.
If he
Yeah.
has a problem,
Wait,
he can fight
but-
it in court. That's how that works.
Why was it? The only thing was the attempting to cover up Connor there, but I think that
And the other
since
12 things
Connor
I
was
said.
being. Wait, what other 12 things?
Always being
I said he
put
tried
down.
to obstruct our investigation earlier. My investigation when I was here earlier. He tried to cover up Cantarius' thing. He was trying to cover up a crime. He also
That's
tried to
2.
kill Cantarius. That's 3.
Well, I would argue that one was he was on his property and Connor was going to come and
Yeah,
kill
but
him.
I mean-
all we know is that he stabbed him. He can argue self-defense for that one if he wants. That's fine.
I think
we don't-
okay. So before this roll happens, if you
Okay.
bring up that, I think he does say like he told me to my face that he was going to kill my master. What do you think I'm going to do? Going to
I don't know.
defend
Maybe
him.
call the guards. That sounds great. You
He's
have
a
guards
guard,
on the
isn't
property.
he?
I don't need the
No,
guards.
he's a steward. He cleans.
Oh.
He's just apparently the most ripped cleaning guy on the planet. Who also happens to have psychic powers and is being very underutilized for cleaning. Yeah, that argument is not very useful. And they have guards for that kind of stuff to do that.
But like literally, he says I'm loyal to my master, and this man was going to walk into his chambers and kill him in his sleep, and I was defending him. Now, if you have a problem with that, then go to the abyss.
Because
Can
what
I
I
say
have a
something?
problem with is you trying to cover it up. If you did this legally,
I-
then why would
guys,
you
can I
hide it
just
for
speak
me,
for myself?
especially in a legal manner, like trying to superimpose my thoughts? I don't know if superimpose is the word they use then, but I say it.
But yeah, I mean, what he kind of pales then because he realizes, yeah,
Guys,
I
stop
mean,
arguing over me. Just let me talk.
Cantarius,
You're
shut
dead.
up,
Fine.
you're dead.
I'm dead? What?
No,
I mean,
no.
you're unconscious. You can't speak.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if you like came to for just a second. You're like, guys, chill, man. I'm fine.
Like, shut up.
So how does this go down? Are you still trying to arrest him?
Well, I mean, what did he respond to when I said that? I
Oh,
was like,
he paled. He paled, and you can tell that he knows that he was caught. He was like, yeah, I mean, I felt guilty, kind of a thing.
Like, no, you try to cover up something. That's
Right.
that's a sign of guilt. I was like, if you claim you're innocent, you're going to have to prove it in a court.
Can I
That's
just
how this
plead with him
goes.
to come peacefully, so there's no more
Sure. You
fighting?
make persuasion.
Like, look, there's
Sure.
been enough bloodshed. Let's take this to court
no-
and solve it tomorrow.
Not on this end, anyway.
This is okay. Well, Connor lying there dying.
I mean, that's
like, that's
that's accurate. Sorry, Connor, I forgot about you.
So yeah, the odds for this is
I
gonna be
forgot that you
6.
were bleeding.
Thanks, buddy.
It's okay.
the op is what?
6.
6. Okay.
Can I help him?
Can I add my persuasion?
Yeah, I have persuasion, you have persuasion, so that's 3 extra dice.
Can I use? Does he care that I'm a priest?
Probably not. No, he doesn't. He definitely doesn't.
I guess I failed the aura read. Can I use the philosophy and
How?
yeah, I guess philosophy would fit.
How?
Just with the logic there, there's been enough bloodshed, so
I mean, I don't think that
That's
line is
philosophy
enough for
related.
for a philosophy fork. To be honest, I would add more to that if you wanted that. Like, how are you explaining that? Are you going into the concept of nonviolence or something? Like,
I just stand there like, let me stab this.
I quote 30 lines of the ancient Taconian philosopher.
He dies of age, and then we
Jim.
don't have to worry about it.
I mean, that would be a legitimate thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to quote a Taconian
Sure.
philosopher about nonviolence or something like that? Yeah, definitely.
I will quote or one of the stewards.
Throw up
or
a little bit
something.
in my mouth.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so Jared's helping me.
Yep, with his 2, and
I
then
have a dice too,
Dellon with
so
1.
You get 3 dice from us. Yeah.
With suasion. So Dellon's bringing up the fact that it's best for his immortal soul to come before the law and not like try to resist. Alfons is probably just, I mean, backing you up with whatever you're saying with some more persuasion.
The yes man, who is
Okay,
more
so I
convincing
had-
than we are.
Yeah,
I had 4 then.
I think so.
Okay.
Op 6.
After all that, we better not fail.
Six.
That's not a
Wow.
good color. Oh my gosh. How is that even possible?
You got
got
2 6s though.
You can do it.
That's
Only
legitimate.
2. There's
Oh, I should have prayed.
3
Dang
left.
it.
Yeah, you should have.
Can I? I
No,
need tests. for my-
not arbitrarily. I'm gonna start cracking down on the arbitrary adding in dice to rolls.
Yeah. Well, that wouldn't have really made sense anyways. I didn't really have a lot of time to pray. I was trying to talk to him, so.
Wait, so
But I
did
gotta
you
remember
guys
to do that.
use doctrine on that? I said I didn't add doctrine to it. If you're using
No, well, Dellon's using suasion, which makes kind of sense, but doctrine wouldn't have any effect on this guy. He's not gonna care. I think the philosophy might, simply because it's something he's not used to, but yeah.
okay,
So yeah, if you want to spend a fate and reroll those 2 dice, you can.
Just have to get at least 1 6 and then another success and then another success. It's okay, we got this.
Well, I only have 2 fate points.
You only have to spend 1 to do all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's only 1 fate point for like the entire roll. Have you been spending multiple fate points for every dice?
No, I've only done it twice.
Okay. Alright, good.
Alright. Let's do that.
Neither of those
yeah.
are a 6.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean,
Kill him now.
so yeah, I mean, I basically think he tries to shank Dellon at that point. That's what happens.
Now will you help me fight him, please?
So now, yeah, he has the 8 on his brawling, and let's do this thing.
Wait, why was that persuasion routine? What?
Because you had a lot of dice.
Fine.
That's the problem with having a lot of dice. It's
Alright, so I assume, Jared, you're doing something, right? You can stand in there, or are you gonna help?
I mean, I don't have any violence feats.
None at all? Like, you don't even have, like...
I might have brawling.
I think you have a 1 in brawling or something.
You have a 1 in brawling.
And
Thank you.
Literally, you can just add 1 dice.
Exactly, yeah. Sergio, you're helping, right?
If he draws on you, yes, I will react with.
Alright.
Rolling,
Can we
rolling,
bloody
rolling,
versus
rolling,
this? I'll be
rolling,
way
rolling.
better off in a bloody versus.
You know what? I need some. I need 1 difficult and 1 challenging. So
Yeah,
may as well.
I don't think this is gonna be a bloody versus. I think this is just gonna be like a 1 test
Okay.
thing.
Because I would be so much better off with that, but that's okay. Alright.
Because this is gonna be a very quick conflict.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna get
do I have
shanked, or someone's
I
gonna
have a
die.
persona. I'm going to use that.
Okay.
Why not?
So you using knives, Sergio, or bow?
It doesn't really matter, right? Because neither of them are over 7.
No, it does. I'm just saying, like for the sake
Okay.
of the narrative, like what's
Right.
going on.
No, that's so not good.
I would
2 6s.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to at least
pull out
try.
my bow because he's going for David, and also I was over by Connor, kind of checking him
Yeah.
out.
Right.
Alright. Oh, wait, I gotta... Oh, those 2. Okay. Oh, this is bad. Well, no.
1 success. Yeah.
Wait, what just happened?
No, that doesn't.
Wait, Jared,
That's not
why
what it
did
is,
you roll?
Jared.
Yeah, you gave me a dice. I do it, man.
Okay, so
Oh,
yeah, I
So
think
I have 6.
I think what happens is Alfons gets shanked.
Oh,
No.
why me?
No. Okay. So I think what happens. All right. So the intent here. What was your intent exactly, Dellon? With
Just to
this?
subdue him to the point
Subdue
where he
him.
couldn't resist.
Yeah, and I mean his intent was to shank you. So he does.
Okay.
And
I mean, I'm also wearing heavy armor, so... Like...
yeah,
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter really, but...
but I
I mean,
mean,
if
yeah,
we're-
in the close quarters like this, it's pretty easy to get like in between those chinks and stuff. So,
Well, I guess.
like just if he's shanking you once, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just gets in close. Did you add in a fork for single combat wise?
No, because I wasn't fighting him in single combat.
That's true. Yeah. You
I have
okay.
people on my side.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. What am I looking at? Right. Okay. So, I mean, I think it's gonna be super hard. I think it's just gonna be a light wound.
Wait.
Okay.
But he does shank you. And unfortunately, though, I think what I want also to happen as an extra complication because you failed and everyone takes part in that failure. I think Sergio shoots Alfons on accident.
Wait, I didn't even roll for my shoot.
Exactly, but you're adding
Give
them.
me a dice.
You're giving him a dice, which means you
Can I roll
also
an agility?
no
Oh, you added. Oh, I thought I was rolling for a shot. Like,
no. You're basically it's just like it's one roll, Dellon versus Liren, and you guys were adding to that roll, because this is just a very quick like exchange. So it's only a light wound for you, Alfons. So he just clips you with his bow, but like in the struggle,
I demand an agility.
As far as the
that's not how it
bow
works.
shot goes, though, that's a pretty obvious. Like,
Command.
I have an intent of where I'm going to aim, and therefore I should.
No, I get that,
make
but-
a roll.
It's probably more
Right.
Alphonse getting in
Exactly.
in the way of your
Yeah.
shot than the other, because he has one brawling.
Exactly.
I
So-
know, but as far as like, because the rolls work on the specific, like, if there's an intent in an action, you make a roll with your dice, and then if
Yeah,
that,
but again,
if
this
you
is
get
a
it, then you get your intent. If not, then other side effects happen. But if I'm just adding one,
The,
I don't
reason
think,
that's
I don't
happening is
think a
because
shot
when
with a
you
bow
help
adds
in a
one dice. Like that doesn't.
right, but when you help in a roll, you also receive the penalties from a failure in that
Yeah.
roll. So I mean, if he was being like just totally off of the book, we would just like, I mean, not if he was going like just by the text and not like making it more interesting, we would all just get a light wound because we'd all share in the penalty. Like that'd be the most basic way he could do it, but that's boring. So he's making it more interesting. I got wounded because that was his intent, and now the failure, on the other hand, is he's making it.
It also makes the situation more complicated, and thus you accidentally shot Alphonse. Not because of you're bad at shooting; it's because Alphonse bad at everything.
So I can't
everything
roll on
physical.
agility to avoid.
No, because this is all part of the failure. This is all part of the complications
basically
because the intent,
Sergio-
because the
I
fight
guess
was
what I'm saying is,
lost.
I don't think that the one dice added was worth the.
But that's
potential
always what happens. That is
complications.
always what happens with when you're giving someone a helping dice. You are included in their failure. So if you if he
By the
fails,
way, I
you
didn't
fail.
spend my helping dice to David.
If I was
just so
choosing
you know.
between the one dice added
did,
and
though.
rolling
Yeah.
myself,
I didn't.
But
though.
again-
You never gave my consent.
this is one exchange. This wasn't.
My character would
Well, I
never
rolled
help
it.
This
you.
was just a
You
quick.
find yourself.
So I think what happens.
Show you up.
I'm
Are
trying.
you
I'm trying to.
like get on my good side.
I'm trying to think of what happens next
I'm
with
also
this.
competitive.
Because I mean he shanks you, but okay, I think this is what happens. He shanks you, and basically like Alphonse gets shot and all this stuff, and it just kind of goes into chaos for just a couple seconds, and then he flashes a bunch of like brain blasts kind of a thing, and you just see this blinding light in all of your eyes, and then when you open them, he's gone.
We should have because technically his test.
I
for
punched where he was
combat
just
to hurt us.
standing.
So he should roll to do that on our will, and then we should
Sure.
have a speed test if he doesn't
Sure.
beat us.
Yep.
If he beats us, we'll just stand there and
Sure.
cry. But
Yeah, I didn't necessarily mean that like that just happens automatically. I just meant
I
that's
see.
what
He's trying
happens
to do that.
next.
Okay. Because I have 6 will, so.
Yeah, no, I get it. So yeah, this is gonna be against I mean all of your wills.
Darn it.
So yeah, and he's gonna.
would it be will or steel?
It's automatically. Steel is like your ability to take shock,
I feel.
like mental shock, which I guess that's kind of technically what this is, but I think usually stuff against your brain is against your will. But I guess this is more physical. I don't know.
Yeah,
Either
you know
way.
what? I'm actually cool with steel. I think that makes sense.
I'm actually better with steel because
Yeah,
I have 2 more.
let's
of
go
that.
with steel. So he got 3 successes. That's what the successes he got. So go ahead and make a steel test in response to
Oh,
that.
I see what you mean. Okay.
It's against 6.
No, it's against 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the successes he got. Tanked. Even with my wound.
Alphonse,
What-
make a steel test at ob 3.
Oh. Yeah, I totally remember how to do that. Where's steel?
It's under your attributes.
Found it.
Bottom left. Okay. Nice. So you get hit with an arrow, and then your brain just melts, and you fall over.
Yeah, I mean, so Alphonse goes down. The rest of you are good though. I mean, so make speed test in response, and let's see. And you'll have advantage dice for 1 modifier because you've succeeded on that.
Oh, cool.
And then
Oh, I got a -1 because Trevor shot me.
Yep.
Gosh darn it, Trevor.
I got a -1 for getting shanked, so it's all good.
Wouldn't
That
have
could have been
been-
worse. No,
So his speed was 3.
getting away. But I get a challenging speed test now.
You have 2 6s,
I'm not
Trevor.
too.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I don't get a
But like,
wait.
I have no fate points.
You have no fate
No, it's
points.
difficult.
I have one
You
fate.
should know.
You could spend that one
I
fate.
haven't been getting any fate points, and
You don't get them till
I
the end of
didn't
the
get any.
game.
Yeah, at the
End
end
of
of
the
every
round.
session.
Oh,
Or
you don't?
At the end of every
Yeah,
session,
Oh,
we get them.
okay.
Yeah, you restock.
Wait, so what is this for? Is this just initiative or?
No, this
catch
is
him.
to catch him.
Oh,
He's trying to run.
okay.
I don't know what we're gonna do if we catch him, but
Sure. I'll reroll. C speed. 1 fate point. Slash.
Trevor, what's your
roll
power?
2d6. My power is 3.
okay.
Oh look, I
Nice.
got one more.
You tied.
Oh, he's
Unfortunately, he's defending, so
Uh.
I think he gets away. I'm not entirely
Try to give
sure.
him like a really arousing speech.
Well,
and,
okay,
like,
I think
run
I think
quicker.
what happens is he runs to the guards, and the guards are like now standing in front of him, kind of a thing.
Okay.
And I think we'll just leave off right there. And that's what we'll kind of pick it up next time, because it is
Yeah, wait,
getting
did they
late.
just stand there and do nothing?
I guess.
Gosh darn.
I think they're all kind of like talking to themselves, like I don't really want to get involved. Like I don't know. And I think what also happens is the guard. Okay, so I think the guards had moved around, like so you guys are like over here in this corner, and this is like the main. All right, I'll just look on the map. You guys are over here, right there, and like there's a big building like in the back here. Don't pay attention to like what these buildings look like. There's a big building at the back of this compound right here, and I think the guards have moved like right here. And so he like breaks through the line and goes to where the guards are, and I think the mayor is also standing there at that point. And he's like staring at you with his guards at his back, kind of a thing. And then we cut right there. So let's go ahead and go through fate real quick, and go to bed. It's late.
Yeah. That was the whole like
It was long.
hour and 10 minutes past what we usually do.
Yep. All right, Dellon.
All right,
Beliefs.
so I changed the beliefs chart a little bit.
That's
So the beliefs are: the gods have minds above ours, and are to be trusted above all others. I will learn of the heretics' beliefs. Just curious to see how they line up with the gods' thought.
Did you work towards that at all?
I did not know.
Yeah.
Alfons is favorite my sister, but he's useful for now. I'll see he lives to bring us Frinta's allies. The only thing that happened was that he got shot with an arrow, so haven't done anything.
Yeah, I don't really think you. Yeah, went after that a whole lot.
No. I've been entrusted with a holy task, and I'll keep the ruffians assigned to it in line. I'll assert myself as the head of the group.
And yes, you did do that. Yeah. Never gone on in any circumstances. Didn't really get you into trouble.
I didn't fight him honorably. I was considering being like, hold on, I got this, but I knew how many dice he had. Well, I also wasn't trying to kill him, so. Never leave the word again, unchallenged. I mean, he didn't really like speak out against
No,
them,
not
but
really.
I didn't let him go because I thought he was a criminal.
Yeah, but again, that's not that specifically. So.
Yeah, that's true. All right. And then discipline didn't really get me anything,
Yeah, no,
unless you want to say that's the reason I didn't back down, I guess. But
not really.
faithful. I don't know. I feel like all of these almost count for that, but
Almost.
I don't know. Mark of privilege, tonsured, and fearless. I don't think any of those do.
Yeah, not really. So you got one fate point.
Yep.
Alfons, let's see what the fate form has picked up for us today.
I'm just as good as Dellon, and I'll prove it by using my skills to outshine him.
Well, you tried
got me
anyway.
It got me shot.
You tried anyway. And again, that's a belief. So as long as you work towards it, you'll get fate for it. So.
Yeah, it doesn't actually have to get you in trouble, but it did both. So.
Oh, okay.
Not the beliefs, anyway. They don't have to get you in trouble.
I want to end the papacy, so I will find some way to gain an edge using the heretics.
You tried. So go ahead and
Okay.
take fate.
I want to restore my reputation by gaining fame in the city by getting rid of the new heretics.
And you're working towards it. I mean,
Yeah.
by doing all the things that you did.
Always entertain myself. No. Always have alcohol. No. Always get the last word.
No, not really.
Rabble rouser. Drunk. Mark of privilege, unlucky, telltale teller, rapier wit. I don't think I did any of that.
No,
And this is
no.
kind of a really off session for our characters, like
Yeah.
belief-wise and stuff.
Uh,
I guess this guy didn't have anything to do with any of our beliefs. We're just mad at him. It's Connor's fault.
Yeah.
Cantarius?
Yeah, Connor.
I was
Your
doing
mic is up,
exactly
I think.
what my character would have done. Wait. I was doing exactly what my character would have done.
It's true.
From the thing
Still
that
his
Caleb
fault.
randomly made happen, even though everybody was trying their very hardest to stop. So this is all Caleb's fault. Caleb triggered my character by killing a random kid when it was completely and utterly not my fault
To be
whatsoever.
fair, the dice kind of did that.
Yeah,
to you,
the dice
but-
did it.
You know, but Caleb made the kid run into the factory and like, oh, smoke.
Of
You
course.
failed
The kid
roll.
doing outside anyway. The dad would have went
Connor.
and grabbed her right away after knowing that I was
Burning
there.
wheel. This is how you play burning wheel.
Connor, did you fail a roll when you put your stick in the forge?
No.
No.
No, there's no roll. Okay, all right then.
No roll.
Yeah,
But he failed every subsequent roll.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, yes, but the reason I had to roll is because Caleb put a child in the situation.
Exactly,
So,
and that's what happens
why
when you
did-
put an instinct that says never harm a child, Connor. I create crap situations for you.
How
Plus, our
come,
characters
Illogical
don't know
situation.
Caleb
She
is.
wouldn't have been there at that point in time.
Connor? Why did you put your stick in the fire in the first place?
Because I wanted to destroy it. You got a problem with that?
But like in the middle of a, were you like in the middle of a
Yes.
fight or something?
No.
No, he
No,
was
we
just
were,
in the
we
forge.
were
He
just
wanted to
chilling.
break it.
He has a belief.
Yeah.
He has a belief where he's trying to figure out how to way to break the staff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was spared for a reason. I will minister my own justice. I'm going to kill the mayor. I mean, you work towards that, so take a fate.
Alright, the staff is the key to figuring out what happens to my son. If I break it, maybe the bondage of my son's soul can be broken as well.
I mean, you didn't try to break it anymore, so.
I considered it a couple of times, but I didn't. I will always do what's right no matter what anyone thinks, so I'll make sure that there's no needless death.
Not really. Not at all.
Yeah, if there's a confrontation, I take the lead. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you into trouble.
Always inventing something.
That also
yup.
got you into trouble.
Never harm a child. Yup.
Did never harm a child get you into trouble this time?
Yeah, I
I mean,
didn't
it
want
kind
the,
of-
the kid to die because of me, and because the kid did die, I freaked out and went on a murder spree.
Okay, all right.
If I didn't care about children, then I wouldn't have
Fair
cared
enough.
about that
Fair
little
enough.
girl dying.
Okay.
So
To be fair,
that
trying to assassinate one guy isn't really a killing spree.
Well, I mean,
But,
he did
I
kill
mean,
the guard.
Failing.
Your point still stands. Well, he didn't kill him. He just cut his finger off because he's a jerk.
Traits, Connor.
hey,
Blind gave you fate this time, definitely.
yes.
But I think that's it. Just blind.
Okay, so I have 13 fate points then.
Thanks, son. I have 3.
Sergio.
Really? Get into more trouble though.
Me.
I just got stabbed. And I didn't get any fate.
This session reinforced that this group needs a lot of whipping.
What do you mean, this group? Everyone but
Wait.
everyone but me. I haven't done anything
Okay.
yet.
So
And
I don't need any
okay,
whipping
here's
either.
another thing.
I mean, you were
too.
actually
I
pretty
don't
good this
know-
session, Alfons. You're a good
I
boy.
was the
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
tame.
That's what I was thinking here. I don't know that Sergio was too impressed with the immediate arrest.
I still don't understand why your
Dellon.
character just like doesn't want justice to happen. It's like he broke the law, but we're just gonna ignore it. I can't wrap my head
Because
around
the
it.
situation wasn't ours to interfere. That
I mean,
wasn't.
our
I mean,
characters.
we knew Cantarius was up to no good. So it was
but that wasn't the point.
essentially his deal to get into. This wasn't our situation to.
Again, and I think that is a logical thing for
things,
Sergio to believe.
I mean, we're
Yeah,
basically. I mean, like I'm basically a military police.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense for me to not do that. Like you don't have to. You didn't have to
Well-
arrest him, obviously, but like you're trying to stop him from doing his job. It was really weird. Or like Sergio was trying to stop him from doing his job, and I didn't get it.
And again, that
Because he's
might
never
come
What
back to
are
you.
Okay, here we
Okay.
need to distinguish.
Okay,
Like,
go ahead.
does everybody in this party still have their old jobs of like being? Or I thought
I
they
mean, that
were
was
all
my
like.
old job.
My job was being
I
a
thought
playboy
this was a
philanthropist.
small task force with specific mission to do this.
It is.
not-
But
Yeah.
my character is a holy knight. He's still a holy knight, and that's the holy knight's job.
Yes, but Wait, is he's still
he's
a
still a
holy
Holy
knight
Knight.
while still being an Inquisitor?
Yes,
Otherwise,
he's
I wouldn't
he's
be
a Holy
confident,
Knight
yeah.
and a Crow Inquisitor. The Crow Inquisitor is a very temporary rank.
That's
So-
why I couldn't understand why Sergio was actively trying to stop him from doing it. Because I mean, it's like it was his
Because
job.
that's the. I mean, it's not.
Again, I think Sergio's thing
those
was,
two jobs conflict though, and you can't.
and I think I think
have both
Sergio
at
was
the same
saying, hey,
time.
like we need to
need
focus
the
on the
specific
mission.
one.
This is not related to the mission. We need to do the mission.
So I mean, just to be clear, so
it's
Sergio is
just
willing to
extra
compromise on the
conflict on
actual
top of
law for the sake of
I guess he was.
the heretics
Yes.
that we've already arrested.
I guess he was.
All right. I
What
mean, as long as we're clear on the fact that
exact
he was able
law
to
are you citing though? Like, it's not.
all of them. I just said all of them. I'm fine with the character not wanting to do that, but as long as he's under the impression that he understands that he's basically just telling Dellon to ignore the law and not do his job, because that doesn't make any sense to me for somebody in his position in
Sergio
the
thinks
church.
that he was justified in defending himself against Cantarius. Not about covering it up, but that's not the issue in there. The main conflict was the
I mean, it's all
Cantarius
illegal.
coming in and
I mean,
defending.
Okay, so
No.
basically it's along the lines of Sergio is under the assumption that Cantarius was, he totally believes that Cantarius was in here to kill the mayor now that, he knew that
Yeah.
the guy told him that.
Well,
And he's
that's
like, nope, Cantarius has completely lost any legal right to like be
that's
in
fine.
favor here. And so, yeah, we shouldn't arrest this guy for it.
Yeah, that's fine. But that wasn't. I mean, even if that's like, and Dellon doesn't exactly consider Cantarius as innocent either. Like, that wasn't the point. The problem, if there had just been that, if he'd just been like, oh, he attacked me, and that was it, then there wouldn't have been any grounds. Like, there would have been technically there would have been the impeding investigation thing, but I haven't really found enough proof to be like, you were actually impeding my investigation. It was more just like, I know you're hiding something, I just can't prove it yet. So, I mean, like that, but neither of those things are enough to go on. The reason he was trying to arrest him was because he was trying to hide it. That's illegal. I mean, okay, if you try to hide something, you try to obfuscate something, especially in the manner that he did it, I mean, you can't do that. It's not okay. And then he tried
And
to...
again, Sergio doesn't know that. I don't think Dellon really specified that he did that specifically.
Well, I said that thing like a million times. Those specifically. I said other things,
I guess you
Like,
did, yeah, didn't you?
but I said all of those things numerous times because that's how that works. I mean, like I said, if it would just been Cantarius going in there, I mean, Cantarius got that, and it's pretty obvious.
And again,
he got
I
that.
personally think that both of the perspectives were totally right on for your characters, and I think it made total sense. I don't think there's really a conflict of interest here.
I mean, I guess unless the whole church is a lot less. Like, I assumed that Sergio's character would be familiar with or Trevor's character would be familiar with the law.
He is, but again, he's been gone
Well,
for 20 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
but
then
he's
in that case,
not
why would he question it?
He's
that
also
much?
not a stickler for it. Remember, he was a pardoner for
Yeah.
those years. He believes in taking the softer side.
Yeah.
Like, you don't.
Yeah, but there's a difference. But taking the softer side is not just ignoring it entirely. But I mean, that's fine. We can have this conversation in character.
Yeah,
intentions,
So yeah, let's
the letter of the law is not.
let's hash it out in character during the game.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, you worked towards the first belief, but unless you want to, if you want to change the first belief, I think you should take fate for it, no matter if you change it or not, because that was your belief this session, and you did try.
I'm just gonna change it to someone.
I'll put someone in charge.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, put me in charge. Yes, I know what my belief for next week is.
But yeah, you can take
Do
fate
I
for that.
have to like mark the little F?
No,
thing
you don't
there?
have to.
Let's
It's
see.
just if you want to keep track of it while we're going through these. But yeah, you can just keep checking them in your head if you want.
And then what are P's and B's, right?
As for persona and deeds, persona would be if you had finished one of these beliefs, but you didn't finish them. So yeah.
What if they're like ongoing though? Because the
Then you just get fate for them if you,
You get
work
fate for
towards them.
pursuing them. You get persona for completing them, and then
That's why
These are kinda-
That's why you want to write your beliefs in a way that you can there are small goals that you can accomplish, and then
but
change
like
it.
what if it's like, okay, say for the first one, because like there's I want to whip this group into shape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that really would be way more ongoing than
Oh yeah, definitely, and that's why it's specified further. See, I want to whip this group into shape. That's something you believe. Your goal is to put someone in charge and make sure the others follow his lead. If you complete that, then you get a persona, and then your belief will still be, I want to whip this group into shape, but there might be something else that you would do.
Then there's the next step.
Yeah,
okay, now you put someone in charge. Now what do you do to whip them in shape?
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I see. I want to gain the Taconi Steward's recognition. I'll start by building a base of respectability and discussing the concept with other notable religious figures.
That did not happen.
Not really. No. I have gained this new site. I will try to learn how to use it.
And you definitely tried to learn.
So 2.
Yep, 2.
Instincts, always delegate responsibility. I don't know that I did that too much.
No, I don't think you did.
See, if someone tells me what's wrong, then I have to come up with a solution. The fire thing, kind of, because we worked immediately to
but it
solve
didn't get you into trouble, so
it has to get you into trouble.
The instincts, at least.
Yeah,
instincts and traits.
And traits have to get in trouble. Beliefs don't, so they just have to be worked towards.
Food, no, not really.
Yeah.
Loner, I didn't use. The second site, I could say, because the
did it get you into trouble though?
When he Landman, the wizard
Get out of
dude.
my mind too. I don't know if that really got you in trouble, but it did kind of backfire.
He noticed me doing it and backfired. Yeah.
I mean, I guess he might know now that you have that, so I guess maybe it could backfire.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Go ahead and take fate for that, I guess.
And mark of privilege, pardoner, tonsured, not.
No, not really.
Trouble. Was there anyone that didn't like me because I was a partner?
No.
I mean, if that was the reasoning behind why Sergio tried to counter Dellon so hard, then it'd probably be Dellon. But I mean, because that was obviously a contention.
Yeah.
If that was because you're a partner.
If that was, you could take a fate for that if that was the case.
It could be, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you could
go ahead and
say
do that.
was,
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome.
Fate, then.
Well, I guess I will see y'all next week, where we will continue the adventure of these crazy people who do stupid things and get stabbed, and it's a great time.
Dysfunctional parties.
We're all gonna need bed rest forever now.
Yep, exactly. But that's the great thing about an end of an adventure. You get to have lots of bed rest. All right. Adios. Thanks for watching. Anybody who was watching, there were some people watching the whole time, so it's pretty cool.
Whoa.
And people commenting and stuff. So, all right. I'll see you guys next week. Adios.
All right. Have a good one.